Hi, it's Crow Fisher from hereonearth.ca with part 3 of the King City group session with Red and the Council of Elders. In this section, Red talks about forests and the technology and understandings that forests can teach us about how to ground ourselves and how to be part of the collective DNA of the planet itself. We know that many people, suffer from not being connected to the earth, and that many of our lifestyles and civilizations really disconnect us from the planet. So there's a lot of good information in here and good advice and ways of seeing things and seeing ourselves as part of the planet that I found really beautiful. He has done a few CDs on this topic. He's done one on water and our connection to water, nature of earth, of the animals, the rocks and minerals CD. There's so much to draw from that the council has left for us. Please visit our website to see any relevant CDs that might assist in deepening your understandings of who you are and what our collective potential is. Visit us at hereonearth.ca. So enjoy this part 3, King City, from January 21st, 2018.
Is there any particular, practical advice for us which we can do on daily basis to help us to go through the transition of DNA?
Connect to the planet. Your planet, your whole solar system has come into a different part of the universe. Recognize that your entire galaxy is spiraling through the dark matter of the universe. A few years ago, you came through a transition place and you've entered a new part of the universe. And for those of you who think the dark matter between the stars is an empty void, you're wrong. It's a magnetic field, and contained within that magnetic field is potential. So you could think of the dark matter of the universe as being a storehouse of potentials. And as planets and stars are moving through these places in the universe, different potentials are available, which alter and affect the suns, the stars, planets, affect their destiny, affect how they function. It affects their gravity. So where your planet is traveling through in the universe right now is having an effect at accelerating changes on your planet. And I'm not talking about the changes your planet is trying to adapt to because of your pollution. I'm talking about the internal changes of this planet, a shift in its destiny, so to speak. So as your planet is being affected, your physical bodies carry the DNA of this planet. It's being affected too. Of course it is. Notice for many of you, things that you used to tolerate, you no longer can tolerate. Whether it's in your foods, or people around you, or attitudes. You're all becoming very sensitive to what feels right to you and what does not. This is all part of you adapting. So how do you manage? How do you go through this? Connect to this planet. Take some time to be with the other creatures of this planet. The tree beings, the stone beings, the animal, bird. Be aware of yourself as part of this planet, part of this ecosystem, not separate from it. And as you are aware of yourself being part of it, it can feed you. It can ground you. It can help you. It can affect you in ways that you haven't even dreamed of yet. understand?
Mm.
Is being part of the earth and recognizing that you as a human being can be part of this beautiful ecosystem. And in the same way that one tree can warn another tree, and in the same way that the forest can help a stump keep growing and survive. When you're part of a forest, you know you're going to be looked after. You know you're going to be cared for. So if you start thinking of yourself as part of the planet, and that the planet is what cares for you, the collective of the planet is what cares for you, then that reshapes how you see yourself in the world, and how you experience yourself in the world. When you go into a forest, one tree doesn't think it's better than another tree. One species doesn't think it's better than another species. In a balanced forest ecosystem, each being is what it is. Everybody is trained to think that there's some kind of pyramid system with the top of a food chain, and they usually put the human or the wolf on top. Isn't that so? But the tiniest bacteria can take either one of those down in a day. Isn't that so? So that's not really a true system, is it? It's a web, an interdependent web of which you are part. So whatever you can do to remember that you are part of this really incredible and elegant system, the more you are able to come in to your own power. You see, I know for some people the idea of reaching up to the stars, of traveling out of their body, makes them feel better. And it is kind of fun when you're incarnate to be able to remember what it's like being in spirit. But you're here to learn to be part of the earth right now. That's why you have a physical body. So you're here to learn. How do I become part of this planet? How do I find my place on the planet? And that's the work before all of you, is to do that. It's the healthiest thing to do too.
So how is the DNA of new coming kids, the babies? Because I heard that it was changing quite dramatically even last year.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, humanity is a work in progress. Really, first of all, you're the youngest civilization in this entire universe. And you are the youngest species on this planet. Do you all know that? All of you came from the stars. Well, elephants have been around an awful lot longer than humans. Whales, those turtles, they predate you by a really long time, don't they? Humans are new. You're young. You're just beginning your evolution. And you've made some mistakes. Yes. You've done things without realizing what the consequences were going to be. You've taken patterns and pathways and you didn't know what they were going to turn out like. The thing about becoming physically incarnate, whether it's a planet becoming physical or a star becoming physical or a spirit becoming physical, as you folks have done, is that you get to see what you're really made of. And when an idea or a philosophy is brought to earth and brought into physicality, sometimes it takes a few generations before you can see what was in this theory, what was in this religion. You find out what it is by what happens as it's made manifest. That's the only way to do it. So you have some ideas of how a civilization could be. about how humanity can live as part of this planet. And it takes a number of generations before you can actually look at it and see, is that a good idea? What worked out of it and what didn't work out of it? Hey, you see, there's going to be mistakes as you figure out how to live as a star being and an earth being. You're gonna make mistakes. And your civilizations have made many mistakes. And they've done some beautiful things too. Isn't that so? So you're at a place in history right now where you're looking at the civilizations that you've created here. And you're seeing that they're not working very well. Eh? Your people aren't happy. Eh? Things are not flourishing. Yes. So you can look at it and say, okay, this works for some people. But it's not working for the whole planet, is it? Yeah. It's okay to recognize mistakes that you've made and realize that you can't see what they are until they're manifest. Yeah. You don't know where this idea is going to take you until it has manifested and you can look back at it. Yeah. Then you can see, yes, that led to that, led to that. Well, okay, maybe we need to change the original thought. Yeah. So you have your work before you as a society, as a species, as an evolving species of humans. And you need to look at it. What are the belief systems that became encoded in your social DNA that are being manifested? And are they codes that you want to have written in there, or do you want to start rewriting those codes? Because just in the same way that your ancestral DNA writes the codes of your potentials now, your societal DNA was written by your ancestors. And you can change the codes, same as you can change them within yourself. Does that answer your question, or did
Yes,
you
and
want
how
to
do we
far?
change these codes?
By examining them. Same way when you discover in yourself, that you got something that you're repeating and you think, oh my goodness, I'm being just like my father. And you realize, I am carrying that stubborn DNA code. Now when you find that in yourself and you realize, I'm doing the same thing he used to do, and I used to hate that. Yes. Well, you can pull that code out and look at it. What is that code? Where did it come from? And do you realize, well, my father needed that to survive the wars he survived. To handle the trauma and the stress that he was under, to see all those people being killed. Yes. From his childhood, he learned these things. And that stubbornness, that ability to not notice anything going on except what he's focused on in that moment, saved his life and his sanity. And you recognize that.
Yeah.
And you say, well, thank you, Father. It was terrible growing up with that, but I see how that got coded. I no longer need that code. Yes. So every time you notice yourself starting to move into that place, you gently remind yourself, don't feed that particular DNA code. Yes. Replace it with this action, this thought, this way of being, until it shifts. Just like changing any other habit, isn't it?
Yeah. Very good.
First you gotta see it. You gotta find it in yourself. Why do I always do this over and over again? Well, where did it come from? Where did that get coded in? Whose code is it anyways? Yes. Could be a great-great-grandfather.
Very helpful. Yes.
I hope you enjoyed part 3 from our King City group session with Red and the Council of Elders. You can visit us on Facebook, Conversations with Red here on Earth, come to our website, hereonearth.ca, and see what other recordings we have there from the council. Or check out what else we've got on YouTube. There's more parts to this group session. Enjoy.